Hi there, everybody. Playing my final match of the group phase of the Friendly Mix tournament here with SSounder. The standings are such that I need to win one game in order to clinch the group and make it to the top elimination bracket. Hopefully we can do that, but we'll see. All right, so first board has some trashing, some draw, some cash payload, and buy. Some piles empty. Well, buy always, but more once some piles empty. Guess for the well, I don't know what my hand is yet because he hasn't hit to start game. So I don't know which opening split. I'll just wait till I can see it before I think too much about it. Okay. We've got the 4-3, so one option is to top deck Slay immediately and play it. Another option to bargain for like a treasure. Pair it with not clear. Probably Watchtower. Maybe a Watchtower. Treasure looks good though for sure. To me. Let's go ahead and do it. I would like I think Watchtower. Then some ports, and then we'll just go from there. At some point, we'll probably pick up some lurkers, but I'm not really worried about taking them right away. Well, I mean, not too much. This was not favorite draw. So I could put a piece of economy up there with the horse. I could have also put a cavalry on top after drawing cards. That wouldn't have been crazy either. I mean, like top decking these doesn't matter. He gets a port. I'm gonna trigger this shuffle. Okay, we didn't get to a port. That's probably I should have Probably I should have trashed instead of taking the key in the ports. He takes the key. And just buys an animal fair straight up. Okay. The lurker. On top deck it. I'm not totally convinced by my lurker. To be frank, I think it was not the best. Maybe a sleigh would have been better. Oh well. So he's just top decking 2 lurkers right away, which is fine. Need to get the trashing going regardless. Could do a second treasure. Probably a little high on ports. Assume he doesn't have much money here. Okay, watchtower. Looks good. What's something I can put in the trash that I don't really care? He gets another one. Like a trader. That was pretty much just a cycling play. I'll work on taking the key back later on. I like his watchtower. Second watchtower. This was bad, but nothing I can at this point. Fortunately, he didn't get to play any payload cards before he did that. They didn't really draw much. I had 2 estates already, so I'm gonna get. Well, I could draw the lurker. I guess that would not get me anywhere. He gains the trader. Okay, that's fine with me. Pretty sure. Silvers aren't so bad with cavalries though. Right now, my only advantage, I guess, is having trashed more. And I have more draw, but that can change pretty. Can have another trader. I have the only horse. Last card's a port. I don't think I want to top deck that. Not totally clear, but I did miss the lurker. Well, I guess I thought of it earlier, but I didn't think of it right away. Also possible to get the I could have got the gladiator out, I guess, whenever I played. Well, I did play the gladiator much later. Is a sleigh. The top deck is horse or anything. Do I want to... I am putting gladiators in there that he can just gain. Don't know. May not get to this animal I want. Okay, well, I did get to it. Well, I mean, I may not get to it, but I like to get the treasure. Didn't draw the treasure. This is like too many cavalries. For sure. And I'll probably just green. Like on this turnip, especially if I don't draw anywhere. I have too many terminals at this point. I do have an okay number of horses in here. Well, maybe not that many. I have some. That's probably the best that could be said. I have some. This is okay. If I had a watchtower in hand, I would probably be willing to do some moves with this. This is not totally clear to me. I think this is also not, but I think I want to do it anyway. I don't think I want to put the cavalry in the trash. And this is a bit sad course. Well, I mean, I don't know yet. I don't know how sad or not. This could be the opposite of sad. But I need to find some draw. Takes a duchy. I think there, I mean, if your alternative is duchy, I think you gotta buy the cavalry and try and have a better turn, in my opinion. But it's not clear you actually end up with a better turn at all. Then I guess you just fall further behind. I may be able to. Is there another cavalry down here? Gotta think if there's a play that finishes here. Animal fairs are pretty easy to empty. I think. I don't know. I may not have the actions. Well, I'll have like 4. What could be the? I can have the cavalries in here too. There's a lurker on top. Yeah, I think this will work. Buy cavalry, draw cavalry and lurker, and then that'll give me 5 action targets to hit with. Then I'll empty the cavalry, so I'll get plenty of buys. And give me 5 action targets to empty. I think that works. Need to kill this watchtower first so I don't have to keep reacting. Okay. So I'm gonna make it into the group winner bracket. Border Guard, Silk Merchant, or Silver Silk Merchant? I don't think I want to open a changeling. You're just gonna try and get lots of everything. 2/5 is good. Border Guard Falconer is nice. I think I'm gonna go with the silver. I mean, Border Guard may very well just be better. Okay, he I guess didn't have. He either opted for the Border Guard or didn't take a Falconer. If he opted for the Border Guard, I think that's fine. If he's passing on Falconer, I don't agree with it. But it's okay. He buys a silver. Yeah, I'm just gonna take Falconer. This will be another Silk Merchant. I guess it could be another Falconer. What are the Falconers gaining? Changeling has no. Changeling just has one type. That's less exciting. You could be like buying royal carriages, gaining changeling. Yeah, that all does stuff. That all does do something. Another Falconer. I mean, you know, you only live once. Is my understanding at least. So let's just do it. Let's embrace it. Okay. You. Now, what do I want now? Could be a city. Could be a royal carriage. Could be village green. I guess probably not a village. Could be silk merchant. Oh, let's do a city. Whatever. This is gonna draw Falconer plus I don't know what the last card is. Ooh, we can do Vault Village Green. That could be fun. I had to think about that. I could maybe gain village, buy village. No, I can't. Okay, yeah, that one. Buy village green, gain another silk merchant, and maybe buy a vault sometime in the next shuffle. I probably should have bought a vault on turn if I wanted to do the vault thing anyway. Bought a vault on turn 5, and then bought the got double village green on this turn. I mean, at this point, I don't really have the draw consistency necessarily to have the expectation of hitting the he may have a falconer in hand too, but I'm gonna activate it. So question here would be whether royal carriage is better than village green. I think it's one of them. Could changeling this one since I'm not actually, but I think I probably just like having the silk merchant better than a changeling right now. I had to guess. Nice for him to get to react. I really just kind of want all the actions. I don't want to trade her that bad, but the rest of the actions look pretty fun. Hitting platinum's okay here too. You got buys, so the cash is a little more effective than just, well, than a low cash game. So I don't like the trader. Not really at all. It's okay. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I mean, especially, I mean, I don't know what he has in his card hand here. So I agree with this undo request for sure. Like, you just want to get like a Silk Merchant or Village Green or something that helps your turn immediately. When did he get a Changeling? Did he get one instead of a Silk Merchant sometime? Buys one. Okay, bought one. Yeah, probably just a border guard there still, but Changeling's really fine too. I absolutely missed when he got a lab. Okay, the lab was here. Lab's fine by. Got no problems with the lab. We're definitely gonna get these piles gone. Cities are gonna have something to do for sure. Take the vault. It could be questionable. It's fun. Even if questionable, it's fun. There's another lab. That's okay. Hopefully he doesn't have his Falconer, but in any case. Okay, he didn't. That was good. Good trigger. I don't know what the last two both are. Okay, never mind. I'm definitely triggering. Try to find that vault. Okay, we didn't get there. That's not a big deal. Could have top decked those also. Maybe that was worth it. The hope for the vault is just seeing even one village green would be pretty good. For the turn and for me. It's another Falconer. Okay. Yeah, I think that's still okay. Maybe it's a little late, but it's probably still alright. Silk Merchant. Okay. Maybe one more before we do the villager. Yeah, so that ended up costing us a villager, but it's life. I may trigger a shuffle, so I might come to regret playing the discarding the estate. I guess if I trigger shuffle, it's not that likely to be an issue, or it's fairly unlikely to be an issue. Okay. So I have 14. So the question could go like plat silk, or I can go city vault silk, city royal carriage silk, double city silk. Second vault maybe is not that exciting at this point. You're getting most of your use out of just one. The plat is sort of exciting because I probably can get some changelings. So that makes Silk Merchant plat look pretty nice. And then this turn, here I'll gain a village green. This turn either hit cities hard or green. Some combination of that. If we draw here, we can probably activate the city mid-turn if we really want to. It's just one buy, so it's not a huge deal. I have tons of buys. It's really just $1, I guess. The buys I'm not gonna have an issue with. I mean, another possibility is just like we have an estate finish. This is certainly possible. We could also just straight up dud. We have a lot of village greens and no silk merchants and other moat things. Do I care much about getting? I probably have the 8 buys already, or sufficient cash anyway. Okay, we didn't get there yet. Now, this should just be a win. one. So here, Falconer again. Maybe we can do some stuff to help Destrier out. Pretty good with encampment. Goat herd may have some things to do. I think I want to avoid lurkers. Maybe silver hideout. Hideout's not totally clear to me. Could try something like, I think I like the hideout. We would like to hit 5 for a falconer or for a den. Maybe den first. I think I play with a couple falconers again. Eventually you can seaway something. It's not that important what you seaway. You'll have choices between like Destrier or Chariot Race or maybe encampment. Probably want to pardon me, probably want to avoid council room. This could be another silver. It's a little sad. It's not really what I want to buy. Yeah, all the force. The hideout misses. This will probably just be a chariot race. Not a fan of the lurker. I may pick up a goat herd now. Except that I have 5, so I'm just gonna do a den. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna play lurkers, I may need to get a goat herd myself. Another hunting party. Seems fine. It was actually pretty sad draw for me. I didn't have to trigger though. I'm not entirely sure why I did. I have a chariot race and something else down in here. I can update the scoreboard. He's got some nice stuff. His thing is he doesn't have gainers yet. His draw is a little better than mine, I think. He buys a gold. Not biggest fan of there. Doesn't quite. This doesn't quite get me to what I want. Ideally. I can gain a copper. The Destro is cheaper, but who cares? Good Seaway encampment. You just buy gold. Maybe I should have gone encampment plunder. Yeah, that would have been better. Then I would have gotten 2 Destro. Yeah, that would have been way better. I thought about that and then I just didn't do it. That was stupid. It would have got me an additional buy too from the plunder. It should have gone. Yeah, I thought about it, but I didn't count it out, and it was way better. It's just way better for me to have done encampment plunder. I would have been able to afford 2 Destriers because the plunder is $1 less. and I would have had to buy that copper, and I would have had I would have one fewer copper, one extra desk chair. I'd have plunder instead of gold, but I think that's better. It gives me the buy-in. Anyway, I'm gonna be really sad if I don't find either the plunder or not the plunder, one of the encampment or one of the hideouts. I'll be in real trouble. But it will be my fault because I made bad buys on my turn. I mean, I'm still okay, but like I would have preferred to have not done the buys in a stupid way. That would have been preferable. And yeah, I don't know. Um, Probably will move my Seaway. Okay. Good lurker. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I could have thought about what I had. I mean, apparently it was just like coppers anyway, so who cared? But yeah, that was not a genius move on my part. All I really want to have here is um 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 is sufficient for what I want to do. It's not clear. I need to do the Seaway, I guess. Plunder is interesting, or like Plunder Den. This could, of course, go pretty bad. That was greedy. It should be like Plunder C. It should be the thing I thought of originally. Whatever. These were bad buys, but oh, there's an encampment in the trash. That's where it was. It was in the trash. I knew I was missing one, but I thought for some reason I thought somehow he had gotten 4. He didn't have 4. It was just in the trash. So I could have lurkered and gained it. I didn't look at his turn. I could have lurkered, gained it, and then trash the lurker later. I don't need to keep the lurker, or I could keep the lurker. Whatever. Yeah, that would have been, and I would have got the buy. I should have done that. I mean, instead of these double chariot race things, I just didn't see it. I could have done one chariot race. I would have got another $1 out of it too. I could have Falconer for a lurker, gain the encampment, Falconer for chariot race, draw the chariot race. Or draw the encampment, I get another buy, be able to get a destrier, whatever. It was stupid of me. All stupidity. Gross stupidity. Oh, he sent some encampments back though, so it's gonna help me. Maybe I can make these I don't think it's actually possible, but it would be kind of funny if I could make the desk chair cheaper than something that I have on top of my deck. I guess it's not impossible. I have fives, like there are still dens in there. So it's not impossible if I do it this way with the chair erases. Might as well. I don't know. I don't know what else I'm gaining. Look, it worked. Okay. I can take the plunders and the bunch of gestures maybe. I didn't count anything up, so if this ends up being bad economy wise, then I guess I'm just gonna have to live with it. It was very, I mean, I had some good fortune that turn to have the den bottom deck like that. I got the draw I needed to get through the deck. I can like start provincing. Gaining silvers with Falconer maybe. My chair races aren't necessarily that good at hitting here, but I'm the only one any of them, so might be good to get a second den here to pair. He's gonna go ahead and province, which is fine. I don't know. I mean, what did he have? 8 exact. I mean, I can make money much more. I don't know, 13 or something. I don't think it matters that much. I can miss, like if he had, he does have province on top. There's no, I can't counter him. I guess you can use counter him for some top deck manipulation. It's not like trivial to do. It's not, I mean, it is trivial to do. You just play the counter. It's not clear that it's worth it, is what I meant to say. You didn't, I don't have the debt, right? Still think it's probably good for me to take silvers. I should trash something. We don't need 2 hideouts. I don't know. I don't think they can pile. Well, no, they have tons of debt. course they can't pile out. I'll just empty the cherry races. There was a cherry race in the trash? I'm just not seeing these things. Yeah, I mean, they're just paying back debt, and then I'll empty the cherry races. Right, so one more. I definitely botched up a few choices in that game as far as some of the destrier manipulation. That one turn in particular where I got gold when I could have gone encampment plunder and more destrier. That was pretty bad on my part. At least the or do some of these things only have one landmark? I guess so. So that we need it to be empty, this slot. That's all I see is the one landscape. Okay. Battlefield. Lurker again. And then again, hideout again. Encampment again. Raider. Payload's a lot worse this time, I think, than any of our previous boards. It's certainly trader stuff to get some silvers, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to, like, how do you, there are ways to trash and draw, but how do you, like, ramp up the payload? That I'm trying to consider. Certainly trader doesn't seem like impossibly bad for that aspect of it here. I'm gonna open it, whatever, you know? You only live once, something like that. I feel like I can try it and see. Then we'll certainly get a hideout on our next 4. Fives might be dens for the first couple, not sure. It's hard to say whether he ought to be doing the estate trash here or not without seeing his hand, but you know, a workers village for buy, of course. I think probably a little more straightforward than doing lurkers. Buys another experiment. Seems pretty good to me. I'm probably gonna. Oh, I can't. Okay, I was gonna say that I probably just pass on playing this experiment, but I guess I maybe wouldn't want to anyway. But it would have been okay to. What actually would have been okay is if the experiment had bottom decked instead, and then I just buy the hideout. That would have been pretty good for me by my account. They get another experiment. Okay. Well, this is fine too. So probably a den here for me. Most likely is the buy. Could be second hideout. That wouldn't be outrageous. At some point we'll need a workers' village. For sure, for sure. So we're basically here as our payload switching silvers over to coppers and or estates over to silvers and then trashing some coppers. Probably be second den. That order is bad, but I didn't care. I was gonna play him. I could wait here on silvering. This can be our workers' village. Nicest it would be if we did find the den. But I think it's okay to go ahead and take the workers' village either way. We're gonna see 3-ish of these cards. Buys a lab, that's okay. We did see the dens, this is great. It was actually just wonderful. Will I be? I always make fun of people when I'm in spec chat for going for encampment stuff. So the question is, will I succumb here to the great temptation when it's seems at least very possible that you don't want to do that. Succumb, that is. On the other hand, maybe it's great. Maybe out of like faithfulness to my spec chat behavior, I should just not do it this time. There's an awful lot of draw here. It would be nicer if there was some smithy draw, but we can make it work with the lab stuff. He's just gonna, I guess really encampments are pretty, the only advantage encampment really has here is that it's cheap. Which isn't to say that that's not an advantage. But it may not matter that much depending on where my buys are at. I guess if I have the draw and the buys and stuff, I can maybe do estates that I'm gonna trade her away. Possibly. I don't know. Den looks good here for them. No, didn't get. Oh, they have one in hand. Yeah, that's fine. We're good. So, oh, the last card's the den. That is annoying. I'm gonna do this. It's a little bit sad on the shuffle aspects, but whatever. Should probably suck it up at some point and buy some real labs rather than these dens all the time. Oh, they didn't get to their workers' village. That sucks. I didn't get to my workers' village. That sucks. Let's just embrace the chaos. I think I don't actually want a province there, but it's fine. He really does have more draw than me. He's running camp. Province. Look at that. Incredible. Hmm. Will I make it if I just do this nonsensical path that I'm on right now? Will I make it to the end? Probably not. I immediately backtracked from my province stance. What will happen to them if they don't find a they can run into turns where they don't play dens, the encampments don't find golds. Sadness ensues. That's a real possibility, I would say. They just bought 2 encampments, okay. Apparently I decided I was through with the trader. I don't know if that was right either. I'll take 2 green cards here if he takes 1. Guess I'll take 2 regardless. Maybe they're gonna backtrack and do blunders now. That being the case, I should have kept my trader so that I can empty provinces more easily. Oh well. We'd still be able to get him at an okay clip, I think. Maybe not everything right on schedule, but like this next hand is like it's going to be hard pressed at province. But now I have a really big points lead. He needs to absolutely, I mean, it looks like they're going to do it correctly just based on these buys, but absolutely not touch the provinces. It's not clear I should double there. Like I could go province, experiment lab, or I could get, I don't know, something else. But anyway, double looks all right. I only have to get 3 more, so it's not that bad. I have a lot of silvers and I draw, so in some sense my dudding is going to be up and down, right, with the dens. So in that case, it depends a bit on how the green's distributed with the dens versus the silvers, but I think I probably can take 3 provinces over the course of 4 or 5 turns. And I don't know that just the plunder plays is going to get him the VP in that time. And adding duchies is not going to be trivial for them. They don't have the gains right now. They still shouldn't buy provinces, but they have to play for quite a long game. They don't really have an attack either, so I mean, of course there's no attack, right? It's the set, but so I don't know for buys for them what I want to see. Workers Village Plunder, maybe. Duchy looks bad to me at that point, but if this draw comes together perfectly, I guess I might double again. If I find the experiment on the reshuffle. But I'll at least be able to probably double plus another experiment or something. Not double, 1 plus another experiment. I didn't know how much money they have exactly. Double province won't be safe. Province duchy doesn't look that good to me. I don't know, maybe he's scoring 3 points, 12 points. It's kind of close, actually. Province duchy might be sufficient for them. Can wait though too. Still has time even if I double. Just I'm gonna have a lot of turns to get some draw with the silvers. We'll see. Double for me is a long shot, but it's not impossible with the amount of experiments in there. Pretty sure. Not sure actually when I shuffled. Shuffled here. Shuffled again. I don't know how big of a shuffle it was. That you plunder, okay. Oh, patrician. I maybe needed the patrician hit to get. I guess I'm already pretty close to it. I get to save an experiment. I wonder if, like, probably not. That might have left me exposed in points. 38, 12. No, I guess it wouldn't have. Another option would have been to go Province Din Experiment and try and hit double the next hand. There would have been no guarantee of doing that. I mean, I wouldn't have necessarily had to double either. Seems pretty good to just take it if you have it in hand. And this hand may make the province, may not. I just don't know. Okay. It was pretty likely to. All right. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all later.